The leftists should have been the ones that were most skeptical about the bloody pharmaceutical companies. And they jumped on the vaccine bandwagon in exactly the same way that you're doing right now.
Pharmaceutical companies have helped us tremendously throughout the...
Right, there we go. Fine. No,
you think modern medicine has
No, I don't think so.
You're just wrong.
You're utterly wrong. I see. So you don't think that the pharmaceutical companies who dominate the advertising landscape with 75% of the funding are corrupt?
I mean, so I agree. I hate the medical advertising, but like that doesn't mean they're corrupt. It just means that
that's like a big statement.
They're just trying to sell a lot of their.
Well, and even if they're corrupt, that
doesn't mean the medicine doesn't work.
Their products do what they say they do, right? Like that's
yeah, most
that's
of the time.
most important
Most of the time, yes.
Right.
No.
And specifically, does the vaccine work? Which all of the data shows it absolutely fucking does. But I guess Jordan disagrees.
Well, if you ask Myron, that's what me and Destiny have in common.
That you're vaccinated.
We're both vaccinated.
Right, that's what he said.
Not particularly.
We have so much in common. We've both been vaccinated
for COVID-19.
Shit. I don't know what else. We're linked.
Corrupt is a very broad...
No, it's...
Do you think that
corrupt with a tinge of malevolence?
Do you think
willing to extract money out of people by putting their health on the line? You don't believe that?
Do you think that we get effective drugs from pharmaceutical companies?
Not particularly.
That's the best part. Like, he's so angry. Why?
He's so angry.
Like, bro, why did you say it like that?
Skull and crossbones on his fucking
yes,
wrist.
I know. It looks like a one-piece flag.
That's how he views aspirin. He thinks it's all poison.
We get effective drugs from pharmaceutical companies.
Not particularly.
You got that one, Zach?
Not particularly.
He's so angry. You're angry, bro.
Particularly.
Okay. Do you think that any vaccines work?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think that any...
I don't think 80 of them work. At once, for babies.
What?
I think that's a little risky.
But yet we've been on this vaccine schedule for how many decades?
Like
and babies
this.
don't...
Like this. Not like this. Not...
But there are like stuff that went away because of vaccines.
Tons.
Like
polio,
smallpox,
horrible
smallpox
diseases, yeah.
So how can you say that?
Diseases that like
horrific. Like
how can we not agree on that? Because that's just like simple.
Well, I thought
knowledge.
we all did until the thing is they have this luxury of not having their kids die and be permanently scarred and just absolutely devastated by smallpox.
And did you see there was a guy who just died who had polio and had lived in an iron lung since he was like 9 years old, and he died at like 87.
Yeah, I did.
The man lived like 8 decades in an iron lung. That is what vaccines have prevented, and people like Jordan.
Not bloody likely.
Fucking insane.
Because he's grown up with the privilege of a time when the vaccines saved him and his whole generation from having to confront these horrible, horrible realities. But now that it's a distant memory, he goes, that shit doesn't work. I want my grandchildren to grow up with polio and smallpox. Don't you know, hard times make hard men.
Like
my kids need to grow up with polio and smallpox. I'm sick of these soft men with vaccines, whatever bloody those are.
I need those Tums.
You believe in this shit?
The chocolate is already...
Tums? You believe in Tums?
Carefully.
You're rude.
I had a ton of vaccines when I was a child. I'm pretty sure that was the norm for people. There were a ton of vaccines you had to take.
There's way more now.
I don't think that's cool.
Okay.
No?
I
was just trying to look, because he said 80, which just like, obviously he's being hyperbolic, but I'm trying to see how many we get. Not that it matters. Like, it's fine.
When you say 80, because a lot of vaccines you have to do 3 times or so.
Right.
Because you're counting 3 for each.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to like suss out right now.
There's definitely
like
not 80 vaccines.
Like.
There's no fucking way. There's less than 10, I would say.
Oh.
I would say about 5, 6 maybe.
More than that.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's like
of total diseases vaccinated against?
I think it would be more than 10.
Well, I mean, it's easy to find out.
Yeah,
I'm looking on. I'm looking on some websites.
Is he talking about? It says in general, your kids will get more than 50 shots before they enter adulthood. Is that
that makes sense because you have to get multiple shots for each
Right. Some of them are like a two-parter. You have to go back.
He's saying baby.
You explain
80,
it because
80
the
to,
leftists should have
like
been the ones that.
newborns, just immediately.
That-
No,
80
that's
vaccines.
crazy. I mean,
That's-
we go
that
through that
can't
right
be
now,
true.
so I can tell you it's very like,
It's a couple.
it's like a couple here, 3 there. It's at different age stages too. So like a 1-year-old, they go and get like maybe 4, and then I don't know.
But the doctors say it's better to do it all at once because, you know, like look, as a parent of a young child, you're like, you don't want to put your kid through any kind of discomfort or risk or anything. But like, you know, I trust the fucking doctors, and especially it's not like experimental, like Destiny was saying. We've been doing this regimen for like 70 years. This is not fucking experimental.